There was like 3 ships laying on their sides in the port, bodies floating in the water, active gunfights going on the port facility while we're doing a hydrographic survey. And so what happens is we're back done, recon's done, we're back on the beach, or I'm sorry, back on the boat. And about 5 a.m., if I remember right, we hear launch QRF over the 1MC on the boat, the intercom. It's called 1MC. And so Cobras and 46s took off because something happened. One of the team guys I heard, and I'm sure I'd love to hear the story if anybody knows it. I know it's probably embarrassing for those guys, but somebody said that one of the guys got cramps so bad from drinking the night before on the boat, they couldn't get through the surf zone, and they brought boats in. They brought the ribs up to grab them and throw them in. And Liberian fishermen were coming out that morning and identified, we're over the horizon, man. We're not supposed to be there. It's a clandestine operation. And if you look up Navy SEALs in Liberia, you'll see Rob O'Neill and all his guys and Rourke on the beach holding like 1,000 Liberians back, going, stay back, stay back. And they're like, Americans, you're here, you're here, you're here. So there was a compromise. And then they get back to the boat, and General Turner's like, you guys can go back to Sigonella. We don't need you here anymore. Thank you. Now we have to change the entire mission. So they send us back in as a liaison team to work with the Eco-Mill forces to try to stop this civil war by running checkpoints and telling the Nigerian NIBAC commanders, hey, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're not going to do. Then we go sit and grab the lured rebels, and we'd say, hey, sit your ass down. You are not a general, even though you call yourself that, because, these little skinny crackheads, like when I say crackheads, like crack was extremely bad. Heroin was bad. They're constantly chewing cot. And you're telling them, like, hey, stop shooting at civilians. If I catch you shooting at civilians, you're going to die. Do you understand that? You see that loud, that thumping noise that flies over every once in a while? We will have no problem, no hesitation blowing your ass up if you're firing a rocket on a bridge across the street into the market. You will stop beating people and stealing their cars. You will stop treating people like shit. And so every night we'd have these meetings at their bars. We'd walk in and be like, hey, sit down. All right, what can we do? And we single-handedly, and I say this not out of being egotistical or narcissist or anything, but we stopped a 14-year civil war in just a couple of months by moving as fast as we did as 3 recon teams throughout that country.